Good afternoon. We have with us Mr. Rashesh Gogri, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Aarti Industries Ltd. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
What is the trends that you are foreseeing, and how is Aarti gearing up for those trends in FY 2022-23?
Yeah, so basically, in principle, if I talk about pharma and chemical, both in pharma, definitely, government did come out with a PLI scheme, and there was a clear focus of government to come out with fermentation-based products and import substitute products. So our group has been investing in import substitute products in pharma. We are also looking at fermentation products in pharma. We are looking at amino acids derivatives, which will be first time in India that we will start. And apart from that, large trend is China plus one model that we are trying to give generic companies an alternative to for their API manufacturing. So we can supply them N minus 2 intermediates for their API requirements for upcoming generics. So that's largely what we are doing in pharma. And in chemical also largely, we are looking at three buckets. One of them is custom manufacturing opportunity where the international companies are looking at outsourcing, and we are putting up assets where the products will be sold to them based on their specification on a 100% buyback kind of a model. Second model that we have seen is largely import substitute, where our market will be India market, where we are looking at displacing China as a major source, because across the world people want products which are made which are independent of China. So that's another trend that we are looking at, and that is where we are investing. And the third is how do we go green and bio. So on that also we are looking and trying to formulate our strategy, how we can enter into ethanol-based chemistry or bio-based chemistry and look at those segments. So these are largely the area that we are
You are paying a
looking
lot
at.
of stress on sustainability, and you are planning to come out with a roadmap. Recently, you had a big meeting with all the stakeholders.
Yeah.
So any plans of becoming net zero? By what time frame are you looking at?
So I think pretty early to say when we will be net zero, but at least the initial level assessment of what our products are consuming the carbon, that has started. We are progressively looking at reducing our carbon footprint by innovative ways of source of energy and innovative process development. And we anyway are coming out with sustainability report every year, so we have clear focus on sustainability. Carbon footprint is on our mind. How do we reduce it?
One last question, sir.
Yes.
With respect to the capex on Aarti drugs, you have a very big capex for Aarti Group. But what is it that you are planning to invest in capex for Aarti drugs, and where will that investment?
Yeah, so in Aarti Drugs also there are several projects which are running largely on the raw materials that are required for our APIs. We want to be independent of China or wherever you clearly know now what is the trend and the price escalation. So wherever there are opportunity which will make us more cost effective, we are trying to invest. And then of course there are few other APIs also where we are expanding. We have a good position in antibiotics, chlorophenol. So I think we are doing more on Cipro, norfloxacins and floxacin range of products where we are expanding.
Any numbers for this financial year for the
On
capex?
on the investment, we are looking at 3 to 400 crore of investment in the current year. Yeah.
And on the R&D, what's happening?
So on the R&D front, largely, we are focusing on newer APIs to develop more and more new APIs, and of course, there also more trend is on import substitute kind of products.